That was such a lovely evening yesterday. Good morning and happy Thursday, everyone. So, okay, this is going to be kind of weird, but I mean, I guess the only really thing I would consider my low is kind of the awkwardness of what I'm about to tell you. But I was doing my act of kindness, which was running an errand for my grandmother. I was actually going to the bank, and this one guy who actually does watch my videos, he says, "You know what your high should be? It's that you have the best bankers in the city of Corning." Or I think that's what he said. I forget, some paraphrase like that. I mean, they're nice people. Absolutely, they're nice people. They're nice to me. But, yeah, but I already kind of planned my high for being with my family last night for dinner. So, yeah, well, I guess I got more than one high for the day. That's fine. So, yeah. I mean, my grandmother has really awesome bankers that are nice people. That's part of my high. And last night, my family that was visiting from Ohio, they're still up at Cuca Lake for the week. But, they're doing, visiting, exploring. This Friday, they're going to go to the gorges at Watkins Glen, which that actually is a destination you should go to if you're visiting New York that's not the city. Really, any of the Finger Lakes would make for a great destination spot to see. But if you're going to go to Seneca Lake, definitely check out the gorges at Watkins Glen. They really are beautiful. I've been there before. It's been a really long time since I have been there, but I have been there before, and it's nice. Just big giant. It's a big old gorge that you walk into. You see you walk underneath waterfalls. There's even a pool that's underneath the waterfall that you can swim in. That's really cool. Yeah. So it was nice seeing them last night, and it's a real shame because my mom is actually going to be working a double this Friday. So she won't really be able to see him up, but at dinner, I offered to my family from Ohio, listen, if you wanted to, on Friday evening, we can get together one more time and, I don't know, play cards, or if you haven't done dinner yet, go out there, something, basically get together for something. It doesn't really, just to see him off, because it leaves Saturday, which, yeah, they're going back to, Ohio, and that's a bit of a drive. We're talking roughly 6 hours. So, there you go. In case you're wondering what we had for dinner last night, we went to Sorges. And it was actually a bunch of us. So it was my family from Ohio, my parents, my cousin, my grandparents, my uncle and his wife. And for a big surprise, my parents actually brought my twin nephews. And no kidding, this is actually the first time they've ever actually eaten out at Sorges. The only other place they've legit ever eaten at anywhere is a place called Boomers on Market Street in Corning. My brother loves their food. If you don't know, Boomers is it's burritos. It's Mexican food. But they have really good burritos. I have had Boomers before, and they are very good burritos. It's just, I never really seek out Mexican food probably as much as I should. Which is a real shame because I really do love Mexican food. And yeah, I know I sort of joked about how bad Taco Bell is in the past, but when I say Mexican food is bad, I'm talking the fast food stuff. The best Mexican food is anything you can easily make at home. And Boomers actually does a really good job making everything from scratch. They make the rice from scratch, their meat, their guacamole. That's key. If you can make guacamole from scratch, you're good. I can make guacamole from scratch. Seriously, that's why I've said in the past I can make a guacamole better than Taco Bell because, it's homemade. And it comes from a delightful chef, such as myself. Okay, so we're all at Sorge's. And for dinner, my nephews had chicken fingers and applesauce, which I talked about this when I did my video about, because I talked about Sorge's a bunch of times doing these videos, and I had mentioned that growing up, I'd have a chicken fingers and fries growing up at Sorge's. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up chicken fingers. Let's be real here. Like, surprisingly, it is possible to legit mess up pizza. You can't mess up chicken fingers, though. That's like, it's almost impossible to do. So, had that. It was wonderful. It was all good. Yeah, that was, of course, I had, here's the thing. One thing that Sorge's does have is their pasta buffet, and a bunch of people in my family got that. But as having unlimited, seriously, it's like a pasta buffet. It's all you can eat, but I didn't really notice my family really had much. They only wanted to get one plate. It's an all you can eat buffet, man. What are you doing? You should go for at least a smaller portion for seconds. But no one but everyone went back. Only went for one dish and that was it. I, on the other hand, I just got my my go-to, which is the Delmonico with the melted blue cheese on top. That was good. Italian dressing with crumbly blue cheese and extra onions on my salad, and a little cup of the minestrone. That's good for me. That was all really good, and it was delicious. It's Sorge's. It's the OG. It's been the one place I think that's lasted the longest on Market Street in Corning. I think it is. I want to say it is. But yeah, it was a very lovely evening. And I think my mom, my nephews did have the chicken fingers and applesauce, but again, my mom sort of gave them, let them sample everything. I could see one of my nephews reach over in her salad dish and sort of eat some of the, or at least lick his fingers from the dressing or whatever. That was funny. Yeah, it was actually very nice. I'm glad I got to see my nephew. That's actually one of the, don't get me wrong, my family from Ohio definitely is my high, but to further add to that, the fact I saw my nephews eat at a restaurant, that's just, I never thought, I knew I would see it, just not this soon. Again, my brother and his wife they're a bit, private people. They're not, my brother is not the free spirit that I am, I assure you. So, what they want to do and how they raise their kids, that's their business. I'm not gonna object or judge anything. But the fact that, I'm shocked they even let them go out at all. My nephews, that is, my twin nephews. I have a younger one who's going to be turning 1 later this month, but he's really too young to do anything. My goodness, I'm tired. So that all happened, and then I got back here, and I watched the second part of America's Got Talent, which is actually the main focus of which really ought to be the main focus of today's video. it's hard to talk about part 2 of the live shows of any live, like, because obviously, live shows, the semifinals results, I guess, because pretty much all throughout that episode, all they really do is eliminate each of those 11 acts that, that performed the night before. And one by one, they eliminate them until only 2 remain. Which, and all through, and here's the thing, they do this for like a long time. Like, a really long, I think, like the entire episode, all they do is just slowly whittle down the rest of them. And, what they do to fill that time is, bring in acts from the past and stuff like that, which is nice. It is nice seeing really good acts from previous seasons of America's Got Talent. That's great, but it's kind of hard to really, do that when in the back of your mind, like, okay, seriously, who's going to get eliminated? So I can talk about this in the video the next morning. But with that said, congratulations to Avery Dixon, the saxophone player, and Drake Milligan, the singer. They moved on. They advanced to the legit finals. And, I don't know. Anything could happen from this point on. I mean, they're pretty much bringing those 55 acts down to only 10, it looks like. So it'll be very interesting to see how it works going forward. Oh my goodness. I hate staying up late. I do. I was just so excited after seeing last night's episode that, I just stayed up late thinking about what I'd seen, which is a good problem to have, I suppose. In a way, it kind of does the one thing that a good show or a good performance or a good anything should do. It's don't make your audience leave completely satisfied. You should leave them wanting more. And I did want to see more. And thankfully, I'll be able to see more, on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And that's pretty much going to be the case until because you have at least 2 more good weeks in August. And then if there isn't a third one of these in August, then it's going to be around mid-September when America's Got Talent ends. Speaking of which, it's so hilarious. Yesterday I was talking about how, I haven't really seen any promotional material regarding what's going to fill America's Got Talent's time slot when the season is over. And lo and behold, I see commercials for The Voice. Which, I mean, come on, The Voice. It's The Voice. Ever since, seriously, the premiere trailer for what The Voice was supposed to be like is, one of the best Super Bowl trailers I've ever seen. Because it was this is well before The Voice even premiered all those years ago. It was obviously Blake Shelton, the guy from Maroon 5, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name right now, Christina Aguilera and CeeLo Green. And they're all fighting each other over hearing this one voice. And the first time they did this commercial, it was the late, great Betty White. May she rest in peace. And then, wow, this is really going to date this video. This is really going to date what I'm about to tell you. But the second time they did it, it was Bruce Jenner. Wow, if that doesn't date this video, I don't know what does. So that happened. It was so really fun. Again, The Voice is fun to watch. At least for me, it's definitely the auditions. The auditions are easily the best part of The Voice. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who thinks this. But it's interesting to, think it over and see what we're dealing with here for the fall. I mean, again, after the auditions, I never really bothered to watch anything else. Just simply because, you know, again, it's the funny banter between the judges and that really makes the auditions work for me. But then after that, that's when, like, for lack of a better word, the reality portion of this reality show kicks in. Because, actually, it was Randy Feltface who described this perfectly. The way a reality show works is, like, each contestant comes up with a backstory, and therefore, you know, you have a character that you may or may not want to root for. That's how it works. And I will admit, I fought for that numerous times myself. And I say fought for it because, again, reality, I mean, who hasn't said anything bad about reality TV? I mean, when it's good, it's good, man. I don't know. Good entertainment's good entertainment no matter where you find it. I mean, there was a time when reality used to be a complete shame factory. And it's nowhere near that way now. It actually gets some people out there, and for those who actually want to do what they do for a great cause, it promotes that cause. That's a good thing. So, I'm glad we live in a world where reality TV is better. I should probably get on with my day. So I hope you all liked this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. You know, subscribe to my channel. I do my channel greatly. Follow me on social media. As always, I am very humble in this video for all of you guys who watch and join for me. We'll be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, for you guys want to talk channel, is going to be here to lend it. Also, back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.